All right. Welcome to another episode of the Pure Thought Podcast. I am your host, Mr. DHE, and today I got a special guest in the building. Let me make sure I'm recording because I done started an episode and then forgot to record the whole thing. It's crazy. We got Roc-It in the building, man. Welcome, Roc-It. How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm doing good, man.
Hey, man. We met through Ron. Shout out to Ron. Who you rolling with?
Words.
Yes, sir. We met through Ron. Roc-It is a poet that I saw. I think for the first time I saw you was at the $1,000 competition. Did you perform that night?
No, I didn't perform that night.
You didn't perform that night?
I was out of town.
Okay, I thought that's when I met you, but I know the few times since I've been there, you've always been on stage. Like I know for the Poetry Madness, you was there, and yeah, for both of them, I think when you was with Supreme and when you was New Orleans versus Texas.
Yeah,
and I always thought you was very talented. I think that's when we got more acquainted. So let's start from the beginning. Like, how did you and Ron even link up to become, I don't know, acquaintances, I guess, or friends or co-workers or whatever the case might be?
Oh man, but I met Ryan. They had NOLA Arts Crew. That was Yo, Melancholy, All an Illusion. It was a whole group of them. Roll for Real. They had their own little crew. Ryan had just came in. You know, he had long dreads at the time.
Yeah.
I went to talking with the brother, man. He know how to market.
Yeah.
He had a vision of what he wanted to do and how he saw things. And I just thought he was a real cool dude. So, you know, he was doing rolling words at his house.
Yeah. I think he told me that the apartment, I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah, he was doing it there, and I was trying to link up with him so I can come over there and do some poetry. Cause I just love the art, bro.
Okay.
I love expressing myself with words. So anybody who love the art, I generally connect with him, and it's all good. But I never made it to go to his apartment.
Gotcha.
But we always stayed in touch, man. And we did shows, and he did. I think he went to doing bounce poetry.
Oh yeah. I've never been to one of those, but I heard those are like lit. Yeah. Like the young kids might say it's be going crazy.
And he had High Sizzle there, supposed to be on the card and stuff. So he called me one day to come just shoot a commercial. I thought he was just gonna shoot it with a cell phone. He had a videographer there.
Yeah, the production.
But he just was always a genuine dude. He was always real with me. So anytime he called me, I just answered.
Showed up.
And so over time, then we just started talking on the phone more, just connecting, hanging out outside of poetry and stuff. So now, man, we like brothers now.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing.
It's all good, man.
So prior to you meeting Ron, then, you know what, before I even go there, where are you originally from? Where did you grow up?
I grew up in the Desire Project in the Ninth Ward. I went to Dunn Elementary.
Okay.
That was smack dab in the middle of the project.
Really?
Yeah. So I grew up between there and the Florida Project.
See, I'm not familiar. So growing up in that area, in that time, like how was that coming up?
Now, this was in the 80s, man. This was the crack era.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I was in that, and my aunt lived on Pleasure Street. June Truck, shout out to Pleasure Street, June Truck. My people know what's happening with that.
Because I'm gonna hype you up though. I'm gonna hype you up.
And, you know, man, they had a driveway behind us. It was called Cocaine Alley.
Really?
Man, we used to hang out there, and we used to go out there and pick up the bullet casings every day from the shootouts from last night.
Dang.
So that's how it was, you know, just growing up in that time. But the projects were fun at the same time, man. We used to play cool cans. Some people call it stickball.
Yeah.
Everybody played together. We had fun together.
It's crazy. It's true because like my family is originally from Honduras, so I speak Spanish.
I've been to Honduras.
Oh, okay. What part?
Yeah, I forgot. Loma. It started with an L. It was like in 2018.
Jodo?
No, it started with an L.
Jodo is with an L in Spanish. So LLORA.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like where they have what's that called? Dang it, what's that called? Pyramids.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna show you some pictures.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you the
we'll
pictures
get to
after I still have them in my phone.
Okay, beautiful. So I grew up. I was raised there. I lived there for about 10 years. So I also grew up in the hood, what we would consider the hood over there, which is really rough. But it's almost like our neighborhood, like the gangs, they usually didn't mess with the people in that neighborhood. Like it was almost like they protected us from whatever the outside was. Now, you don't want to mess with them because if you mess with them, then they'll mess with you. But like it wasn't as scary. But looking back as an adult, like it was dangerous, but as a kid, you're just playing around and you don't really think too much of it. Cause we didn't do the picking up the bullet casing. Like I remember one night me and my brother was upstairs watching TV and they had a shootout and they had a bullet. I think it was 2 came through the side of the house. The next morning we had our cousin was cleaning up the house and she saw the bullet casing and it was like, dang, it's crazy. But I guess whenever you just grow up in that environment, you normalize the idea of like that's normal, even though it's really not.
It's normal, man. Like they'll have shootouts, someone to get killed.
Yeah. I saw that too.
And their body would be laying there.
Yeah.
And you had a parent saying, don't go over there by that body. Y'all play over here.
Yeah.
So we'll all try to play over here, but we all trying to look at it.
You trying to look. Yeah.
Family crying. Yeah, the projects is something, man.
Yeah, it's something.
Growing up at that time.
Yeah. So growing up around that time in that environment, did you always have this love for poetry, or was it music first and then it became poetry, or like what came first? It's kind of a question.
Ooh, what came first, man? Man, listening to LL Cool J, man.
Boy, go ahead. Because listening to your album, I was listening to On Me, and you start When I'm Alone. I was like, I was like, okay, so I was gonna ask you that, so I'm glad you brought that up. Go ahead.
I was just paying homage to him because like I Need Love was the song that made me want to write. I saw how it affected like women.
Yeah.
That's what I saw.
Yeah,
the women loved what he was writing, and I was like, I want to express myself that way. So, but I really didn't start writing until years later. So how I escaped, I read a lot.
Okay.
So I used to read a lot.
Yeah.
And so my cousin would tell me, he would say, man, you should be a rapper because you read so much. You didn't know how to. But I didn't start writing rap till I was 19. Dang. So I started writing raps first before poetry.
Gotcha. And so LL Cool J was the inspiration. Did you have any local inspiration? Because I mean, growing up in that area, I don't know, like Master P, Juvie, like C Murray, like all those, or were you more influenced by up north art raps, it was
a mixture of both. Like,
okay,
man, I like Pimp Daddy.
Okay,
when I was coming up, he was a bounce rapper. To me, he was like Drake before Drake.
Really,
he was rap singing. This was way back in like the late '80s, early '90s. You know, one girl, let's start. He used to sing. Okay. You had like people like him. You had Big Mike, which was part of the Ghetto Boys, but he from the Florida Project actually. From the Night War, yeah. You had people like him, Juvenile, of course, man. Yeah. Juvenile was one of them. DJ Jimmy, you had all of that growing up, but it was more. I was still drawn more to like Rakim. I used to listen to him.
So you would consider yourself more so, and honestly, listening to your album, which is what we're gonna promote after, but listening to your album, I get that sense because I feel like you're creating a vibe, but you're not just creating a vibe. You're saying something. All of your words, all of your lyrics, all of your lines have meaning. You're not just putting random words together.
Oh yeah, I don't.
So that gives me an understanding of that's why. Because up north they respect lyricism. It's not just I'm gonna just say this because it sounds good. No, I'm gonna say this because it has a meaning behind it.
And it has to make sense.
And it has to make sense. That's dope.
Makes sense. DMX said, he said when he write his raps, I do like kind of like with Lil Wayne and them do Jay-Z.
Of course.
I don't write my raps down.
Okay.
I write my poetry down.
Yeah.
But my raps, I just make them up in my head.
So, okay, go ahead. I'm asking. Go ahead.
But like, I was doing that. My friend Sonny, rest in peace, Sonny Gutter.
R.I.P.
We had a group called Headbangers when I first started writing. He was the first person that I saw with my eyes that did his rhymes in his head.
Really?
So I got that kind of from him. But before that, I knew about Biggie.
Yeah.
When Biggie came out, Jay-Z, and then Sonny was the third person I knew. So I started doing that because of him.
Dope. So whenever you start just writing in your head, are you going to the studio or wherever, listening to the beat and starting writing there, or are you like on your way to the studio? Because I remember JC saying like that's what he would do. He would either play a cassette tape, play the beat in his head, and just as he's walking home, just repeat the lyrics till he got to the studio to record it. Yeah. Or are you someone that you could just create the lyrics and then connect it to any beat that you hear?
It's both.
It goes
both ways. Sometimes I get a song in my head and I get a rhythm or a cadence, and I make up the whole song in my head without a beat. And then I get with my engineer and I will rap it without a beat in the studio, and he'll put a beat under it. and create a beat to it. But most of the time, I hear a beat, I get a beat, and whatever I hear the music saying, I create
that whatever it leads you to. That's dope, bro. I'm also an artist, but for me, I feel like I need the instrumental first. I can't just. I ain't gonna say I can't. I usually don't.
Yeah.
I definitely need to be inspired by the instrumental or whatever the case. And as of late, I've gained more just starting to freestyle, because most times I'm like, I gotta write the entire song before I go to the studio. Are you that kind of? Well, no, you say you come up with it before.
But I still gotta have the song down pat in my head before I go to the studio.
Okay.
But sometimes it just don't, like when I was going to the studio to record Let Me In. That's the song I did with Supreme.
Yes, sir.
And I have 4 verses on there. I didn't have a full verse by when I got in my car to drive to the studio. By the time I made it to the studio, I had the 4 verse.
Wait, you had the 4th verse, or you had the 4 verses?
No, I had 3 verses
complete.
And
you wrote the 4th one on the way to the studio.
On my way to the studio.
I'm about to say, boy, if you wrote 4 verses I'm like,
no.
That's insane, because what I noticed in your album, Roc-It Fuel, matter of fact, it's out now. Roc-It Fuel is out now on all streaming platforms. Yes, sir. Make sure y'all check it out. Your songs aren't short. Your songs are 3-4 minutes long, which tells me once again, like, you're inspired by that time, that culture, that hip hop, where it's like we're trying to create a vibe, but not really. Hey man, I'm about to rap till I ain't got nothing else to rap about.
Yeah.
So yeah, like long songs. That's dope. I ain't gonna lie, but I'll be like 2 minutes. I'm out. I'm out. 2 minutes. I got a verse, a hook, a verse. Repeat that hook. I'm good. Or even I usually just do a hook, verse, hook. But yours was like, I'm like, damn, okay, he putting in work.
Yeah, you just got to. That's just how I was raised, man. That's just the culture, man. Like I'm telling you, like Rakim, Big Daddy Kane. Like when I was young, man, I used to see them in concert. They used to come to New Orleans like twice a year.
Yeah.
So like you would probably never see that kind of lineup. Like, I'm talking about like, the DOC. Then here come Kool Moe Dee, Ice-T, KRS-One and Boogie Down Productions. Big Daddy Kane, his dancers, they had to be on cocaine or something.
Allegedly.
Them dudes never stopped dancing, man. MC Light, like you would see all these people in one night. NWA would be backstage and just watching all of them.
Dang.
Dougie Fresh, I forgot.
Yes, sir.
I seen all them perform in concert on multiple occasions, man. So I was just inspired by the culture.
That's fire, my boy. It's awesome. It's awesome to see, because it's almost like, so you heard LL Cool J and you said, I want to be a rapper, or I want to start creating music. Like what led to that? Or you started to see, like, I guess that was the explosion of hip hop, right? The 80s, late 80s kind of, that's when it exploded. So it gave people an idea of like, oh, is this something we can actually do? And then that's what inspired it, or you was just like,
yeah, it was a gradual thing, because when I was coming up, you really couldn't see it like that.
Correct.
You had MC Hammer, he came out making all this money and stuff, and he was getting shoe deals and stuff. He the one bought the first idea that, man, you can make money doing this. Right. And then we see Fresh Prince, a rapper coming on. Yeah. Martin used to have the rappers on there. So that's when you kind of start seeing like, whoa, but this still was the early 90s. Yeah. I didn't start rapping until like 98, 99. So that's when I think Master P and them came along. He brought the money into it. Yeah. So when I saw that, I was like, man, I can do this. But I ended up, because I was going to move to Harlem. I had a plan. I was going to move to Harlem in 2000, and it was 2000 or 2001. Okay. But my daughter came. Okay. And so I kind of put that on the back burner and
you focused on
focused on adult, being a father,
responsibilities.
So, 5 kids later.
Shout out to you. Knocking them out. Hey,
5 kids later, hey, man. But I just, man, I am music. Yeah. Like this is not something that like I do. It's like what I am. I can't help it.
Yeah. It's in your nature. It's like breathing. It's something you have to do. So how did that evolve to poetry?
Poetry, man. I had this girl I had a crush on.
Hell, that's how it starts. Hey, that's how it starts. Hell.
I had my little job and stuff, man. I had went bought her a little necklace and stuff. There you go. And I was gonna write her a letter. So I'm writing a letter, man, and then I just started making it rhyme, and it kind of like turned into a poem.
Wow.
And I ended up writing this young lady a 2-page poem.
Sheesh.
So I kind of felt that's when I kind of got the poem.
The bug.
Yeah, the poem bug. So even I was probably like 18 or 19 at the time. So man, I've been writing ever since.
Because earlier you said like listening to LL Cool J and seeing how like he kind of like had that effect on the ladies. What do you think, from your perspective, had a better effect on the ladies? From your perspective, like maybe a romance song or like a poem. What gets, from your perspective, what gets them more willing to give you a chance? I guess poetry.
The poetry work every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
Eesh.
Poetry work every time. Man, they used to settle wars back in the day in ancient times. Poetry.
Really?
Like this army would put their best poet up, and the other army would put their best poet up, and whoever won, that's what country used to win.
Really?
Poetry is a powerful thing, man. People don't understand that. And I'm a history buff, bro. So I
was gonna get into it because I was doing my research and I was like, okay, because you like on one of your on Instagram, I saw you mentioning how you were a history buff, and because I think you were talking about reparations. That's what it was. You talking about reparations and how you're big into history. So I was gonna get into it. Okay, that's what's up. I've never heard that history buff. That fact. That's fire. The power of words.
Yeah, poetry. It's nothing nice. It's real deep. And all rap is rhythm and poetry.
That's all it is. That's all it is. Poetry. It's because I'm familiar. Like a lot of people that I know that rap always say they started with poetry for the most part, because it's literally, because you don't know you're rapping until you put a beat to it, or until you realize you could put music to it, because all you're doing is writing a song, which is poetry, and making it rhyme. Until you put a beat to it, then it becomes a rap song. So I guess poetry is for me, I think I got straight into, no, what I was singing first. Man,
I wish I could sing.
Man, people say that, but yeah, I guess Yeah.
I would sing all the time if I knew how to sing. You just don't know.
So coming up, because you seem like a very, you seem like a very bold individual, or
Well, we're gonna address the elephant in the room.
What was that?
Whatever it is, we're gonna address the elephant in the room.
Okay. I see what you said. Yeah. Okay, so because I'm very introverted. Now I can become extroverted once I'm around people I'm comfortable with, but you seem like a type of person that's like face forward, like hey man, let's talk, or let's have a conversation on the lights. What was your first, if you had, like, did you ever perform your music? Did you ever perform music outside? Did you ever? I know you said the poetry was the first thing you did, showed to the young lady, but like, did you ever try to take that music to a different, I don't know, being outside, giving CDs, or or doing stuff like that?
Yep, performed at parks, parties, wherever they have a microphone, man.
Really? See, you brave. I can't just do that. That's crazy.
I'm comfortable with a mic.
Yeah,
man. You can put me in front of people. I'm a talk.
Jeez, I'm crazy. Yeah, I wish I had that gift. If I'm a rap, if I'm gonna do poetry, if I'm gonna speak, if I'm gonna teach, I'm just comfortable with a mic, man. Wow, that's dope. Hey, that's a talent that I envy. I ain't gonna lie. Miss Melancholy is also a part of that. Shout out Melancholy. Yeah, part of that group. We beat you in Poetry Madness. Look. Because you came on this show earlier. You came on here earlier, and you know you lost. You and your minion. Want to act like it was all. Come on, Miss Melancholy. But that's my girl. That's my girl. Shout out to Miss Melancholy. They lost though. Love you though, baby. They did. Y'all lost. They did. Take the L. They did. She was talking about how she's also an introverted individual, and she's had to work her way out of that cocoon to be more bold, to be more proactive in trying to become, a better poet or a more known poet. But that seems like that's something I guess you have, which is natural, which is admirable. I'm introverted though. Really? I can be very introverted, but the thing about it, it's almost like with me, it's an alter ego. Because man, when I was in elementary school, we had to write. I always was good at writing. Yeah. So I wrote an essay. I think it was on Martin Luther King or Malcolm X or something. I can't remember. And my teacher thought it was so good, she wanted me to speak in front of school. Man, I chickened out. Man, I was scared. How old were you? Elementary? Like 9. 9. Okay. 10. Yeah. But then this what really gave me the courage. My cousin,
His name is we call him Lil Bobby.
Okay.
Rest in peace. He
R.I.P.
passed away. He was a rapper too. He actually was signed to LaFace Records before he passed away. And he was rapping at his church. And so he wrote a verse for me. I didn't know how to rap then. I was like 12. Okay. And so we get up in front of the church. Man, I did not want to do that, bro. And so I just thought, this is what I thought, right? I thought I was going to stand there with the mic and I was just going to hold it too long. And the people just was going to say, boy, go ahead on and get off. But that old man was like, go ahead, baby.
Yeah, encourage.
Let them use you, baby. So I was like, man, these people is really not going to let me sit down. So I ended up doing the song because I always had a good memory.
Yeah.
And ever since that, man, I'm like, man, you got to get up here, you do it.
Yeah.
You get it over with.
Yeah.
Then you can go sit down.
That's what's up.
So it's like I switch come on. Like if you tell me I'm got to speak somewhere, like you said, man, you coming on my podcast. You told me like last week.
Yeah.
I was nervous them first few minutes when you first told me.
Yeah.
But after that, the nerves gone.
Yeah, gone.
Yeah, and once we get up in here, it's on.
So do you, because I get nervous I do get nervous when initially, but right before we start, like I was talking to my wife, I was like, man, I'm nervous because I've never done an individual interview. It's usually me, Ty, and whoever the individual we're interviewing. So I get nervous right before, but once I get going, it's almost like the nerves just flutter away. Mm-hmm. So you're kind of like the initial introduction to whatever you're gonna do, you're nervous, but once the day comes, you don't really get nervous, or right before you're about to go on stage, no. Wow.
I own it.
Yeah.
This is my world.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, basically my mindset is be like, I am God and this is my world.
Yeah.
So everything is going to bend to my will. That's the mindset I go into it with. Yeah. So God can't do any wrong. So I can't do any wrong. Even my mistakes are right.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Even my mistakes are right. So that's just how I look at it.
That's dope. Yeah. I feel like you have to have that like about yourself like that. I don't know how to say it, but you have to have that boldness of like that strength. Like, nah, I'm him.
And I know I'm nice, you know, because I look at it objectively. Like, and the people who I have around me, like my little brother, my cousins, man, if you not nice, they'll tell you ball that up.
Yeah, really.
They'll tell you, man, that is whack. Throw that out of here. But I haven't had that in a long time.
Yeah, I feel like that's what makes us better. I feel like because I have that with my brother. My brother, to me, was always super blunt. Like, he wouldn't sugarcoat stuff at all. He would say, that's trash. You suck. You need to do better. And I feel like that kind of motivated me to, over time, become, or to push my pen, or to become a better whatever it is I'm trying to become. So, like, low-key, you kind of need that. Now, I think it has to be constructive criticism. I don't think people, because some people just be hating and just be saying like, that's unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? But like a constructive criticism, I always look at that as a good thing. I feel like it's necessary.
Yeah, you need that.
Yeah, it's definitely necessary. So on your album, you have this song called Pee Poppin', right? Vagina Poppin', right? And it's a catchy song. Now, I was scrolling through your TikTok, and I noticed that you did that song as a poem, probably about, I think it was 2022, you did that as a poem, which tells me you've had songs in your vault just sitting there. What made you feel like right now was the right time to drop a beautiful body of work, really? Like
I was just looking for a producer, somebody that make beats that I can relate to.
Okay.
And so when Melancholy had her poetry album release, the guy, man, Flu, shout out to Flu.
Shout out to Flu.
Flu did all my tracks. That, man, you a genius, man.
Really? Hey, so go ahead. Then I'm asking. Go ahead.
And so when I was there at her release party, her listening party, I'm listening to the tracks. I'm like, man, and I'm making up songs.
Yeah.
I said, I went and shook his hand after, and I said, man, we gonna connect. And of course, I called him like a week or two later. I said, I already have 3 songs. I already had a couple of songs in my head.
Yeah.
I said, man, so we gonna work. I said, I want to do about 7 to 8 songs. And when he gave me tracks, man, we just went from there.
Excuse me. So he sent you already made tracks, or y'all were in there together, kind of creating it together? Like, oh, I want you to do this kind of thing here, or
both? Because like Pee Poppin', I did that to an instrumental. I did that to an instrumental, so I just went in there, recorded it on the instrumental, and he just went under it and made the beat under it. Party Right Now, I already had that. I did that to another track, and he just went under it and just recorded under it. But all the rest of the tracks on there was tracks he gave me.
Fire.
And they inspired me to write whatever song I wrote to him.
Yeah, Flu is very talented. I've met Flu in the past. Well, my cousin, who is also an artist, used to work with Flu and then connected me with him. And he used to, like, all of my early songs, he recorded all of them. I remember I used to go to his apartment in his bedroom when he lived with his mom. I don't know if he still does, but shout out to Flu. I would go to his apartment and we would go in his room and just record songs and whatever. Like he's been doing this, and it's great to see him, because I think he also works with Currency. Like it's so awesome to see his growth and his explosion to become whatever he's because he always had that in his heart to want to become that, and it's dope. And so when I hear his intro, I was like, is that Flu? I'm like, this man is really the world is so small.
Yeah, man, Flu the truth.
Yeah, so he is.
It was like, once I got with him, it was on.
Yeah,
it was on, man. That's all I needed.
It came easy to you then.
Yeah, that's all I needed.
So what? First poetry show, how did that come about?
The first one I did?
Yes, sir.
My friend, her name Wendy Hansel. Shout out Wendy.
Shout out to Wendy.
She came across some of my poetry. You know, we talk a lot. She was like, "Bro, you need to go by these people, John Le Corbusier and Smut.
Yeah,
Shout out Smut. They got their show coming up.
I saw that. Oh man, that's like a little crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Ron marketing is amazing. Shout out to you, Ron. He got me. I'm like, yeah, I'm going.
I said that in the beginning. That boy marketing, he bad.
Yeah.
And so I DM'd Smut, I DM'd John Le Corbusier and John, and both of them reached back out to me, but John had something going up with Ro, guy named Ro for Real. Actually, man, shout out Ro for Real, man. He got my song Rolls Royce playing on the radio.
Shout out to Rolls Royce, yes sir. Yes,
Streets 100.3. They've been playing my song every day, man.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
But yeah, so I went over there to John Le Corbusier, man, on Frenchman Street.
Okay.
And that's when cause P Poppin' was a song.
Yeah, I remember that because you said it. Yeah,
did that as a song.
Yeah,
so Bree Hayes got on stage and she's on my whole enchilada. Shout out Bree.
She is Bree and Supreme.
Bree got up on there and she did an erotic poem. Man, like my process is different. When I do poetry, it'd be a lot about history, the struggle, black people would be going through. So I had something like that. But she did this erotic stuff. I said, man. And I saw how the crowd was responding. She kind of changed the temperature.
Yeah.
And sometimes I still would stand my ground and
did
just
what
do
you
what I'm
doing.
doing.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'd be like, no, I'm going to roll with this. I'm
going
to
read the
ride
room.
this. So I said, yeah, I guess I'm going to do P-Poppin' as a poem. I'm going to do it a cappella.
Yeah.
So I ended up doing it a cappella. And the crowd responded to it. By the time I got to the end, everybody singing the chorus.
Yeah.
Then other people came and did something. Then Ro called me back up again. He said, man, that was good, man. Get up here and do it again. And then it got to the point, every time I came to a show, they called me up to do P-Pop. So I did that a whole year straight.
It was a hit.
Yeah, it was a hit, you know. So
how long ago was that?
That was in 2022.
Okay, so that was your first actual poetry show, like where you went up on stage and really,
yeah.
And so the bug hit you when you were 18, 19 when you wrote that poem for the girl, but it took you that long. Like, dang, that's awesome. The fact that you still let it connect with you, like
I can't stop.
Yes, indeed.
I can't stop. Like I have about 4 songs in my head right now. I need to record. Like,
dang,
I can't stop.
Wow, it's a talent.
Yeah, as long as I can use my voice, I probably would never stop recording. I'm always going to just record.
Speaking of record, so your was this the first body of work you've ever put out?
Yes.
Music wise?
Yeah, that I ever put out. I recorded a lot of stuff. Like even when I was with my group, the Headbangers, we recorded songs. My cousin had a studio. We used to record, but they never
put it out.
So this is the first thing. I'm like, no, I'm going to see this through to the end.
Yeah.
I'm going to put this out.
Did you ever see a situation where you was like, if I haven't made it by a certain point, I'm going to just stop? But I guess that answers the question, which is no, because you said you it's just in you.
Yeah, I can't
so
stop.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't, okay.
See, like I feel Lil Wayne. Like Lil Wayne said, I don't listen to anybody.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like that. I do, but I know he probably do listen to other people.
Of course.
I listen to other people too. Like, you know, I love the history of it. But for the most part, I'm making up songs. Even if I'm listening to the radio and a beat come on that I like, I'll make up a song
to that.
And then I'm just driving. Before you know it, man, I have a whole song. like I can't help it.
Yeah. Yeah, so it ain't no stopping. Like you said, it ain't no stopping for you.
Ain't
Yeah.
no stopping. And music, good music is timeless.
That's true.
Look at Mozart, man. When Mozart was around.
That's true.
Still music still getting played.
That's true. Bach, all of them.
Yeah, Beethoven, all these music still getting played.
That's
You're going to be playing Lil Richard.
That's true.
James Brown.
That's true.
Michael Jackson.
Oh, that's, yeah, well.
Prince, like.
Come on, yeah, classic.
Timeless music.
Yeah.
You can go to the rappers, Jay-Z, man, Tupac.
Yeah.
DMX, like, it's just timeless records, man. Good music is good music.
Good music is good music. That's a fact.
No gender. It doesn't have a gender to me or necessarily a race or anything. Good music is good music.
That's true. And I feel like good music always kind of like hits a certain spot. Like it doesn't matter. Like you said, it doesn't have, you just feel it. Mm-hmm. Whatever it is, you just feel it. And that's the beauty of art. That's kind of why I got into music. The first time I created a song, I think I was in high school. I think I was a sophomore or freshman, but I heard Adele and she had this song called Chasing Pavements.
She can sing, man. Adele can sing.
I was like, and it made me feel a certain, like, because I've heard songs that make you feel, but like you get to an age where you can understand what you're feeling. And at that age, I understood what I was feeling. I was like, I like this feeling, and I would like people to have this feeling whenever they hear my kind of stuff. So like, I get it. I get it. It's definitely something that like impacts and changes. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie, because now I'm still doing it now, and I'm like, man, I just want people to feel whatever it is I'm going through, or just connect or lose themselves in my music. Mm-hmm. What do you hope your album does if people hear it or they go check it out? Like what is your hopes for this album, EP, whatever?
My hopes is that, man, like people will feel it, people will relate to it, and they will understand what they would say, like, man, I hear what you're saying. Yeah. I understand what you're talking about. Yeah. And I would want them to feel New Orleans. Like I would want them to hear my city in my music, my culture. Feel like when you hear that, oh yeah, that young man from New Orleans. Yeah. You know what he talking about. Yeah. And he got balls. Yeah.
I can hear the influence of New Orleans in your stuff, especially on me, because I feel like it almost, and I could be wrong, almost has like a bounce flow to it. Mm-hmm. It almost has like a bounce flow to it. That's
the culture, man. Like you come outside, DJ Man the Fresh used to DJ in the Ninth Ward every Sunday, man. Like, we look at him, he a legend now, right? He a legend, but I'm used to Man the Fresh out there on France Street, France and Claiborne, right? In the Ninth Ward every Sunday in the empty lot DJing. We grew up on it. Just like the New York rappers, they Cool Herc and they see all these guys.
You see it when you see it. Yeah.
So I grew up like that. Bounce is I can't deny it. Can't deny it.
Yeah, that's Culture. Culture. What are your thoughts on the hip hop game today? Like, what are your thoughts? Just,
man, everything evolved.
Yeah.
Everything changed. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's it's not like how it was when I was growing up, and I don't expect it to be though, man. So I just I like the young guys that's rapping and how they rapping. So my thoughts on it's good. It's in a place where it evolved to be at.
Yeah, where it's supposed to be basically. Yeah.
And we still have the guys from the past or whatever. Like Redman put out an album this year. Ghostface Killer come out. We still have album, man. It's just evolving.
That's it.
So I don't have really anything negative to say about it.
So today's code, Drake is a huge.
Yeah, man,
Drake is a huge influence on the culture of hip hop, and even to today, because a lot of that, like I feel like it was probably like Wayne, obviously, and he passed it to Drake, and you can see the imitation of those guys. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Especially Wayne, but like we're talking about Drake right now, it's like you can see other people doing what they started doing and probably got made fun of in the beginning. Mm-hmm. How much props do you give Drake for like where hip hop is? Because go ahead, I don't want to interrupt you.
Drake, man, I give him, man, got to give him all the props, man. They said, man, Drake did an interview. I forgot what it was on. I think I saw it on Tidal. They did a little a time lapse showing how he was on the charts. Bro, the man was just at the top, near the top of the charts for I don't know how
15 plus years, man.
He mastered the craft on how to make a hit song.
Yeah.
He just did.
Yeah.
Whatever the accusation, they say the man got a ghostwriter. I don't know.
Yeah. Does that matter to you?
If you got a ghostwriter, then the unspoken rule, the unwritten rule is you can't be considered the GOAT.
Gotcha.
Or one of the GOATs. You can't even have you can't really have a strong accusation of having a ghostwriter. That's just the way how it always been since I was growing up.
Right.
But like if it's true or not, I don't know.
Yeah.
But if you got that on your record like that, it's kind of hard to be considered a GOAT.
So do you give him that same situation? Like in your perspective, not what the unwritten rule is, from your perspective, would you say that he's not the GOAT? If, let's say he has ghostwriters, would you say he's not the GOAT because of that? Or would you still give the man credit for it? Because some people say like, yeah, you might have a ghostwriter, but don't mean you're going to say it the way Dre said, right? Because the same ghostwriter, he could go sing the same exact song and sell 10 copies. So if Dre go do it at like with his swagger, with everything, cadence, you got to give him props for that.
Yeah, you do. But hip hop, it was about the pen.
Okay.
From the beginning.
Okay.
It's always been about your pen. Yeah. So if it's not all your pen, it just always be like, nah, we just can't.
You can't give that to him. Okay.
We just can't give that to him. But man, he the biggest artist. The dude know how to make a number one. You know how to make a hit, bro. You can't take that away from him. Whatever his process is, and he can rap.
That's a fact.
Like he got skills.
That's
like
a fact.
The dude can rap. Like nobody. And now, since it's not proven, I'm gonna just go and say, hey, I don't know if he got a ghostwriter. So I say no. He just have the accusation on that.
No, well, I'm a Drake. I'm a Drake fan, but we already know Ron is a Drake stan, even though he denies it. Ron, you deny it, but you is a stan, brother.
Yeah, Ron, I agree.
But it's been proven that they've had leaked reference tracks of like dudes like rapping the entire song and him just rapping the entire song lyric wise, but obviously putting his swagger to it. So but I still give him one of the greats of all time. It don't take away from me, and I guess that comes with I didn't grow up in your era where that was looked as it has to be this, and if it's not this, then it's not considered. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can say he's one of the greatest artists of all time.
I'm giving him rap. I'm giving him rap, brother. I'm putting him up there.
Yeah, if you got proof, people was writing for him. You just can't do it.
Oh man, no. Hey man, he still
can't do it, bro.
Because okay, what if someone wrote or helped? Because bro, how do you be consistent for that long with that many hits without help? You can't. No one has done it like that.
I know. I don't know.
So it's like you gotta give him. I don't know, man.
He up there though, bro. He up there though.
You
don't
gotta
get me wrong,
give it
bro.
to him.
He up there. But like that to me, it's like a separate thing. If you want to call somebody the GOAT of rap, like, they gotta be like a Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Like there is nowhere there's nothing about anything saying somebody wrote for Jay-Z, Eminem, a Tupac, a Ice Cube.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at these dudes, the discography, man. All written by them with no help.
Yes.
Man, it's just like so. It's hard for me to put somebody who had help, like who had writers above dudes.
Somebody
like
that don't have,
And they was making number one hits. Then it was making.
But
hits.
no one has as many as him. But I guess if you have help, it'll be easier. Is basically what y'all are saying.
I don't know, and I don't know. I don't make the rules. I just abide by them. That's all I can say. Because I didn't make these rules up. I just abide by these rules. I didn't make them up, man.
Man, but it's okay to be like that rule was for that time, and we're in a different time. It's okay to be like, I'm gonna add a caveat to this. It's okay.
Yeah.
but yeah, I get it. Every time Ron talks about Drake and the Kendrick situation, you always see him drop in the comments and go crazy and say, "What did I miss?" Or throw some shade, like he. What were your thoughts? And I know it's been a year and some change. What were your thoughts on that whole Drake Kendrick situation?
Well, it was Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole. And
Yeah.
when it first started.
All right, now J. Cole is my GOAT. Watch it. Tread carefully.
I like J. Cole. That's my, and look, let me say all of this. When it first started, in my personal opinion, nobody on the planet was rapping better than J. Cole.
Figgity facts. Come on, man.
Nobody was rapping better than this man.
Come on,
when
man.
this beef started.
Yes, sir.
I can tell you that. But looking at it from me being a writer, I went with Kendrick. I just felt like the way how he write in his attitude, he has the attitude of a battle rapper. Yeah, he is ready to battle. Like the dude look like he watched Beat Street right now. Like he just go and watch Beat Street and all of that stuff. Crush Grooving, the Fat Boy. Like it's just like he loved the culture of it. He relished the battle. That's what made me thought he was gonna.
So also you had him winning off the rip. But it took him like, I want to say, and obviously my memory is foggy. It took him like a month to respond to 2 of Drake's tracks. Yeah. So if you're ready, why it take you that long? Yeah. Now, in retrospect, not retrospect, in hindsight, you can see why it took him long. He was prepping. He was loading them guns up. And once he got to shooting, he ain't stopped.
Yeah. He didn't stop. Bro. So like, yeah, to me, listening like, man, to me, Good Kid, Mad City, bro. The dude can write, bro.
Better than Take Care?
He can write, bro. I'm talking about writing. Yeah. Now, like Drake got the whole, like the formula, bro. Like Drake know how to make a hit song. Yeah. Like Drake gonna have people, man. He gonna have people popping, and he gonna have people in the clubs partying, so people gonna connect. Yeah. More people gonna connect with what Drake's saying.
Of course.
But I'm just talking about the craft of writing. Me just being a writer myself, listening. I was like, man, did he just say what he just said? You know? But I don't be like these other, how they be like, Kendrick just can say, I tied my chucks up. Well, that
means this. You know, in 1998, tying chucks meant this and this.
No.
I'm like, come on, man. Ain't nobody like thinking that deep.
The dude can rap. The dude just can flat out rap. So I just knew he was going to win it.
Dang.
Mainly because of his attitude.
Which was what though? Because we didn't see it. Like prior. Oh, you mean like prior to?
He just had the attitude of a battle rapper. Like he loved the competition. Gotcha. Almost like a Michael Jordan.
Gotcha.
Like you can just see the competitiveness in this man.
Kobe, Mamba, Black Mamba,
got it in him. Like he won't compete. When I heard J. Cole this song, because I was waiting on J. Cole.
Me too.
I was like, man, I'm going with Kendrick. Yeah. I wasn't even Drake. I thought Drake was gonna lose from the outset. But I was going with Kendrick. Yeah. I mean, I was going with Kendrick, but I thought J. Cole probably do the upset.
I definitely thought J. Cole had the better chance of upsetting Kendrick than I thought Drake was. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't asleep on Drake either though.
Nah, he wasn't. He can't. Nah, writing the pen.
Yeah. No.
Nah, he
dang.
He not. Nah. That's all I can say. Nah.
I feel like Kendrick was talking a lot about like how Drake isn't a part of the culture. He's a culture vulture. How all of these stuff that I think at a certain point I agree with him, but then I sit back and think about it now, and I'm just like, I don't know if he's necessarily all of the things that Kendrick said he was, and if that's the case, does that take away from that from the victory?
No, because it landed.
Touche.
It landed.
Touche. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He may have had some brass knuckles in the gloves, but it landed.
That's touche.
And it hurt it. But then to me, Drake gave him the alley-oop. When Drake said, "You rapping like you trying to free the slaves," I was like, it was over. It was over. Like, I was like, but you know why we even have hip hop? It's because we was rejected and ostracized and outcast and put. That's where this music come from.
Okay.
So
Okay. See, talking to you about this, it makes sense now because you're gonna come with a history. See, because now that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Now that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
So now you attacking that part of the culture, which is why. It is the culture, says you don't know about the culture.
That's basically
which is what Drake was and what Kendrick was.
And then I just honestly think he just was trying to land a hard punch.
Yeah.
He didn't think it through.
Yeah.
But I done wrote some stuff before and like, ooh, I wish I wouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
So I understand what he's saying. Yeah. But I'm black. So I'm probably never going to make that mistake like how he did.
Yeah. And to Kendrick's point, you understand the culture.
Mm-hmm.
Because you grew up in it.
Yeah.
My boy Drake grew up in Canada. Different culture. Yeah. It's almost like us going up to Canada and rap, talking about we're never gonna really fully understand it because we didn't grow up in it, or you didn't grow up in it, so you can't, which is Kendrick's point. I still feel like Drake has had such a huge, in my opinion, positive impact on the culture.
Globally.
Because he took it to a level, people try to say Eminem took it there, but because DMX also had but I feel like Drake just took it to a different level, man. Yeah. And you have to give him credit. And he put on so many artists, which is what the flack is against Kendrick. It's like, yeah, you saying you for the culture, but how many people in the culture have you truly helped? So when you say that, you can't really, Drake might not be part of the culture, but he's done more for the culture, some might say, than you have.
Yeah, numerically speaking, yeah.
But isn't that what?
Yeah, I'm worried about the craft, the pen.
Yeah, that's what. You stuck on that. I respect it. Look, I respect it.
It's always gonna go back to the pen for me.
As an artist,
and Kendrick pen, bruh,
it's untouchable. So, So is he your top of this generation, of this era?
Oh yeah,
Kendrick.
Yeah, Kendrick, man, bro. I still listen to Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah, I don't know the last time I did. I don't know the last time I did.
I still listen to that, bro. I still listen to Section 80. Man, the dude pen.
Yeah, he's different.
The dude pen, he just different, man. Man, I still listen to all of that stuff, but I bump Drake too now.
Yeah.
Because listen, I don't get emotionally involved in these beefs. I just enjoy the good music.
Yeah. Like the fans, they be going too crazy. It's like, bro, it ain't that serious.
Yeah, I'm not mad at Drake. I'm not mad at Kendrick. I ain't mad at nobody. I just want the good music.
So, what are your thoughts on the suing?
See, I don't like that. Even I know how the people say how he's doing. He's suing them for the machine. That's the same thing that helped you though. At the same time, but for the sake of the battle, for the sake again of the culture and of the history, man, don't do that. Take your L. You lost. That's all. Just take your L. Drake, the best thing he could have did was just sat on the side, being quiet, and put together a fire.
That's what I said.
A fire album and come out and handle his business.
That's what I said. That's what I told Ron. But Ron, the way you're stuck on literally just the lyrics and how the pen is, Ron is stuck on the business. Ron is seeing it from the business aspect, which is this affected my business. They are affecting my business by promoting an artist that they colluded with, according to Drake, to make me be worth less in their eyes. So whenever we come to contract negotiation, they say, we can't give you the 500 because now you're not worth that. You're only worth 400 or 300, which is still crazy. It's still a lot. But so to play devil's advocate, I don't really care about the history right now.
Sing R&B then, bro. Go sing pop. This is hip hop. This is graffiti. This is breakdancing. This is MCing. That's what this is about. That's what this is about, cousin. And it's competitiveness. Whenever who the best, all right, get your pen to working. That's how this always went. I always do. That's why I respect LL, bro. LL Cool J battle with Ice-T, Kool Moe Dee, MC Hammer. He wasn't playing. He was taking on all challenges because LL was like Drake before Drake.
I heard.
And it was coming at L, man, and L just battled all of them. He battled everybody, bro. So hey, man, it's the pen, bro. This is hip hop.
Yeah, but I'm just playing devil's advocate.
I know this hip hop though.
In that time, we started by saying hip hop has evolved. And you kind of have to just respect the fact that it's evolved to what it is now. In that time, that was how you're supposed to handle it. What Drake did, I'm not saying that's how you're supposed to handle it, but we're in a different time. If I'm negotiating for $600 or $1 billion, F what you talking about. F graffiti, F hip hop, F breakdancing, F. Hey man, and I'm gonna stay hip hop, but I'm about to go sue these people because you playing with my business. I don't care what you say.
But at the same time, I can respect that aspect of it. But at the end of the day, like, bro,
it's hip hop.
It's hip hop. Like Kendrick can be like, man, you said I beat my wife. Mm-hmm. You said Dave Free banging my wife.
Yeah, the kids ain't mine.
The kids, you saying all of this stuff about me. Kendrick could have said, man, you can make me look bad.
Yeah,
you can mess up his marriage.
Yeah,
and make his children fatherless. You know what I'm saying? So hey, man, you can take it either way. In the spirit of the culture, I just feel like, man, I just wouldn't have sued. We are, but hey, I respect him if he gonna get that money. I can't knock a man from trying to go after 300-400 million, bro. I can't knock you, but
you can't be mad at that.
Yeah, but the culture has the right to reject you. The culture has the right to reject you.
That's true.
Because you can't never get rid of the foundation.
That's true.
We can't talk about presidents without talking about George Washington.
That's true.
You just can't do it.
That's true.
We can't talk about Barack Obama, President Obama, without talking about George Washington and all these guys. You need all the bricks.
Ooh, man, come on, man. Come on, man.
You need all the bricks, but that's why I'm on my project, bro. I'm just rapping.
Yeah.
I'm rapping. I'm about my pen.
Yeah.
I wrote everything except for Bree part. Bree wrote her own part.
You wrote Supreme part too?
Yeah,
like his
what he's saying on the chorus. Yeah, the song was in my head that way. I heard his voice.
Sheesh.
So I called him. I said, bro, I need you to say these words for me because I need an authority figure.
Yeah.
Because that song Let Me In is just talking about, I'm talking to hip hop. I'm asking hip hop to let me in. And Supreme is a representation of hip hop, like this.
Yeah, the guy that what's it called? I forgot what it's called.
At the door, the bouncer.
Yeah,
hey, bro, what you want, bro? Why you coming up in here starting, bro?
Yeah,
hip hop. No, let me in. I'm for real rapping. So that's why you can hear as you can hear each verse, it progressively gets worse.
He's letting you kind of eventually. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm a writer.
How did you go out? Well, I guess you already said Supreme. How did you go about picking Bree Hayes for that part? Like what?
Because whole enchilada, man, I can't sing. Again, here we go. And I was kind of singing on the chorus, and my voice is terrible, y'all.
Auto-tune didn't help?
It's terrible. It ain't even terrible. It's terrible, So I said, Bree, come on here and just, I just wanted her to harmonize on the hook part with me and just kind of like sing some stuff. And but she was like, man, Roc-It, man, I got these balls. I was like, man, go ahead, do your thing. And so I'm like, get on there and spit. Now I respect her pen.
Yeah, no, Bree got a pen. Bree got a pen. No, Bree got a pen. Bree something serious.
She bad with it, man. Yeah. So yeah, she did that and it came out nice. The song.
Dang.
Yeah, the song came out real nice.
The whole album came out nice, man. The whole body of work, and it just. How long did it take you to complete that whole thing?
Oh, about 2 months. But you can say like once my first session I went in there, I knocked out 3 songs. He gave me a group of tracks. Out of those group of tracks, I picked 2. Took me like about a week because I'm life and stuff.
Yeah.
But once I put the beat on, probably take me about an hour or 2. And usually that's the most, about an hour or 2. I have a song, but I practice the song.
Of course,
I keep practice so it can lock in, and then I went and recorded those 2. He gave me some more tracks. I picked out 1 from there. So it kind of depends on how the track's coming. Like if you give me if I'm feeling all the tracks, I sit up here and do like Jay-Z did and just make up songs and record it. I record a whole album in a week.
So jeez, boy.
If I'm feeling the music,
yeah. What's the longest you were in the studio for, you think?
Probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Okay. So it's not that,
I do most of the time it's one take.
Because you already know what you're about to say. You've been rehearsing it for the past week or however long it took you to get it.
Bro, like Rolls Royce, that was one take. Party Right Now was one take.
Dang.
The Get Back was one take.
Do you think your ability to create it come so much so fast is because you read so much? Is that exactly?
Yes. It's like in my mind's eye, man, I can see the words. I can already see all the words and I'm just pulling them down. But then sometime like a couple of verses on there, the last verse on P Poppin', the last verse on Let Me In. In the last verse, I don't know, sometimes it be on the last verse and the last verse on Me, like how you hear it is basically how I just time I just said it. So it's almost like an experience, like I'm watching myself
Dang.
make up this stuff. I'm not even thinking.
That's a gift.
And then like once I say it, it's lock in and I just remember it. And so I just be like, cool. You know, those be like, as I told you, I was riding to the studio when I was going to record Let Me In. I didn't have a fourth verse.
Yeah.
And I just was literally riding to the, desire in the Florida, call the car. It just, all the words just came.
How long was that drive?
Like about 20 minutes.
No, this man.
Like about 20 minutes. Yeah, but it's because I read so much. Like, I love words. Man, I told my mama one time, I said, Mama, because whenever I used to go do a number 2, I like to read.
Yeah.
She was like, boy, you read everything else. Bleep, 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 bleep. Yeah. Read the bleep, bleep, bleep dictionary. So I just started reading the dictionary. You see Eminem, he read the dictionary. Man, them words, man.
Yeah. Wow. No, that's dope. That's dope, man. That's dope. I think my last question, and I guess it's just like a random question now, would be like, since I know you say you're a history buff, what is your favorite history fact or non-fact, or what is something about history that you like, think often about or like?
There's a couple things. But the number one, I'm not gonna lie, I think about World War II a lot.
Okay.
I think about Adolf Hitler. How he actually used the same plan as the founding fathers did when they rebelled against the crown of England and stuff, and how they wanted to build their fortune. He actually used their plan to do what he did in World War II. Take the wealth and the riches, which was the Jews, get a people to work with, like the black people, they got the slaves. He did that to the Ukrainians. He was stealing all the money and stuff from the land. He wanted land to farm, propaganda. Propaganda and like fluoride in the water. Just, I always think about Hitler and how he used what he did in World War II. Like, people don't understand, like, they try to like whitewash it, but they had the atom bomb first. The Germans had it first. Our spies actually, they try to give that dude all this credit, but our spies actually stole the stuff from them. Like the B-2 bomber that we got, they had something like that. We got that from them. They already had a German plane that can fly. So I look up that. But then at the same time, you have Mansa Musa, who just was so rich.
Oh, the African dictator, I think.
No, he was a king. He was a Muslim king in West Africa, man. He was just so rich. Like the homeless people had gold cups and stuff. Like, they was panhandling with gold. Like, the man had so much gold, bro. So I think about people like him, Akhenaten, which I have tattooed on me.
What about him?
He's the first man in recorded history to worship one God.
Really?
Before him, everybody worshiped all over the place, worshiped all many gods. But he like the first person to come and worship one God. He was married to Nefertiti, which was she considered one of the most beautiful women in history.
Yeah, I've heard of.
And she was a very supportive wife. She supported all his visions. So I think about like them.
Wow.
Things like that. So I go from Africa, from West Africa to Egypt to modern times with Hitler. How he did.
Man, I might have to have you back on here just for a history lesson, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm intrigued. And it's because in school they teach you, but they only teach you surface level stuff. Yeah. And for you to find out the in-depth information, you have to do your own research. Like people say, you gotta do your own research. You gotta be, but you like to read, so that like you've done, so you might know information that most of us don't know, because most of us don't like to read. And if we do read, I like to read, but more books that I like to read are like finances or like self-development help, like that kind of stuff, but not really like history, which is, I think, important to read about, because like what they say, if you don't know your history, you can repeat it. You're doomed to repeat it. Yeah. So. Yeah, man. So yeah, man. Hey, man, I appreciate you for being on the podcast, my brother. This was a beautiful episode. It was. Hopefully, y'all learned a bit more about Roc-It, and give them your Instagram or whatever, like promote whatever you got going on, because I know you have a book too. Yeah. I saw you have a book. Promote all of that, brother. You can follow me on all streaming. I'm not saying streaming platforms. You can follow me on at ROC_IT9. And Rocket Fuel is the name of the album.
Man, yeah, y'all need to go listen to that. It's on all streaming platforms.
All streaming platforms,
I actually
man.
got a love poem book called From My Heart to Yours.
Yes, sir.
It's on Amazon. And my daughter does all my artistic
Designs.
all my designs.
What? So she did the cover for Roc-It.
She did that, yeah. She kind of help assist with that. So yeah.
Fire, bro.
So this has been another episode of the Purely Talk Podcast. I am your host, Mr. D.A.G.
And this is my guy. This is our guy now. Roc-It, man. Peace, y'all.
Peace.